we will continue to make planet Earth livable. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Peace is the space where life can flourish. In Sanskrit, we use the word Shanti. Shanti means peace internally, externally. Shanti, peace is the space where life can flourish.
Yes. So now more than ever, it is time to celebrate those who have made it their life's work to bring about this peaceful coexistence with all beings, and change the narrative to shape a new reality. The Kailasa Om Awards are about finding those individuals who are flipping the script and rethinking how we live and what progress and development looks like. So today is a very exciting day. It is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Day. So this day is the celebration or the happening of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, on planet Earth as per the Gregorian calendar. And January 3rd, 2023 marks the 46th Advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a celebration observed by millions of Hindus worldwide. And more than 40 cities across the globe, including in the United States, have declared January 3rd as Kailasa SPH Nithyananda Day in commemoration of the achieved Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the revival of Kailasa by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So before we present the Kailasa Om Awards, let us learn a little bit more about Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So Kailasa is the revival of the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation with its own sovereign territory also. It is the first sovereign nation for all the 2 billion born and practicing Hindu diaspora worldwide. And the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization used to actually exist in 56 nations, and 10,000 Hindu traditions flourished in 200 Hindu kingdoms and 1,700 Hindu provinces. However, centuries of religious persecution has made Hindus orphaned with no countries representing them, and the last Hindu nation to fall was Nepal in 2007. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the head of 21 such ancient indigenous kingdoms of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving Hinduism to its full glory in the United States of Kailasa, which stands for human rights and religious freedom for all Hindus worldwide, protecting Hindus from persecution in over 100 countries. Yes, and Kailasa stands for all great values enshrined in the constitution of Kailasa, the Vedas and the Agamas. It is governed by the sovereign order of Sri Kailasa, which is the oldest governing body for Hinduism. Kailasa's vision and mission is enlightened living for all of humanity, which is rooted in the fundamental principle of Advaita or oneness, the idea that all beings can live in harmony and peace, and that all human beings are equal and divine and can reach their highest potential. And now let us move to the much awaited award ceremony. To begin today's award ceremony, we would like to firstly thank all awardees for taking the time to be here today to receive the Kailasa Om Awards and be part of this global peace conclave on the occasion of Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Day. We would like to thank our guest of honors and all the viewers who have joined us from across 100 countries either on the international Nithyananda TV or viewing on the various social media platforms. We thank you for being here. And our first award is the Kailasa Devi Mariamman Health Science Award, which is conferred upon women who contribute to their communities and to the society at large in the field of health sciences. And we would like to now welcome Dr. Tina Prodnik from Slovenia. And Dr. Tina Prodnik is a molecular biologist and PhD in natural and integrative medicine, working mainly in the field of chronic disease prevention. She teaches of human beings, physical, mental, and spiritual, to achieve optimal health and vibrant longevity. A large part of her work is humanitarian, where she uses her knowledge and energy to empower and teach and motivate people to change their lifestyles to all levels so that they can more easily reach their potential optimal health, happiness, and live the best version of themselves. Dr. Tina Prodnik, we warmly welcome you, ma'am, and we invite you to please share a few words.
Hi, I don't know, I'm already on the screen. Do you see me?
Yes, I do see you and we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. I'm really honored to be here with you. I'm honored for this nomination. And of course, first, I would like to say, dear Holiness, thank you very much and happy birthday today. And what are you doing for your people, for all the people in the world, that it's really important that we are all one, no matter about what color we have, religion, and wherever we are on the world. So thank you very much. And yes, I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy also that we connect to each other and that we can acting together. And because this is really the power, is the unity and of course the love. And my work is more on preventing the chronic disease and to work on awareness. How important is that we are doing on all levels of health, physical, mental, and spiritual. And I'm teaching also a big group in Slovenia and also all other parts in Europe, and I'm connected to United States of America. And because the most difficult is to change the habit, and I'm here there with my energy and with the people that I'm working to go with that and to help them to do that. So this is why I'm here. And this is this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prodnik, for sharing and for the good work that you're doing and for bringing positivity in the world. We are very honored to be conferring the Kailasa Om Awards upon you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yes, and our next award is the Kailasa Dharma Jyoti Religion and Worship Award, conferred upon individuals who demonstrate true compassion and commitment to humanity by using their life in service to others through religion and worship. And now we would like to welcome Dr. Shivashri Panchachara Vijayakumara Kurukar from Canada. And Dr. Shivashri Panchachara Vijayakumara Kurukar, who plays an important role in preserving the art and cultural values of the Tamil people living all over the world in diaspora countries. In 1987, Dr. Kurukarji was the first Hindu Gurukul to migrate to Toronto and started the establishment of Sri Gauri Mangala Seva to provide Mangala Vaibhavas to the Canadian Tamil community. And some of the accomplishments of Dr. Kurukar include the first Tamil Hindu Guru to be appointed as the legal Canadian marriage registrar to officiate Hindu marriages. In 1999, he established the Sri Varasitti Vinayagar Devasthanam, which is composed of Hindu Agama rules, worships with Vedic mantras, Agama rituals, Tamil Nama Archana, Devara, Tirumurai, and spiritual religious discourses conducted regularly in a beautiful, auspicious temple located in Toronto. And in the year 2005, he established the Sri Varasiddhi Vinayagar Hindu College and has been working with the lofty goal of improving Tamil language, Hinduism, Vedas, Agama, Sanskrit, cultural arts, yoga, meditation, virtue and worship of gods, so that our young children can grow up to be good citizens. And some of the honorary awards received by Dr. Kurukarji include the Honorary Doctorate Award for Hindu Religious Services by the International University of Martial Arts in 2004, as well as the Majesty Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Award received in 2013, as well as just recently in 2022. And yes, and Dr. Kurukar, we warmly welcome you and we kindly invite you to please share a few words. Yes, Dr. Kurukarji, you can please unmute and share a few words. Okay, so it seems he's having a technical difficulty, so we'll get back to Dr. Kurukar when he's ready to give the speech. Thanks. So the next award that we would like to confer upon to is to Pandit Shri Ram Kishore Shastri Ji from the United States. We warmly welcome you, Pandit Shastri Ji. Pandit Shastri Kumar Ram Kishore Shastri is a famous religious astrologer, lecturer, teacher, and speaker. He established the Mahashakti Ashrama in 2005. He spent 7 years as a Hindu priest in several institutions in the United States and served as a Sanskrit teacher for 30 years in India. Pandit Shri Ram Kishore Shastri Ji, we warmly welcome you and we kindly invite you to please share a few words.
Janamadhyasya jato anvyad adirata chartheshva vigyasurat tene brahmada jayadikave muhyanti yat surya tejo bari mridam jata vinimayo yatra trisargo misha Dhamna sven sada nirastakokam satyam param dhimahi varapidam natavarvapu karnyo karnikaram bibhradvasa kanaka kabisha dajayantim chamalam randhan beno Adhar Sudhya Purin Gopa Vrindai Vrindaranyam Svabadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti. These mantras are from Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, Dhyan mantras. Dhyan is only the way to connect with that Supreme Godhead. And when we are connected there, then we have no any kind of worry of our life, because in the 12th chapter of Gita, Lord Krishna says, Ye tu sarvani karmani sanmat sanyasya matpara dhyanena yogena mam dhyayantu pasate Ye tu sarvani karmani Mai sanyasya matpara ananyene vijogena mam dhyayanto pasate. This is a commitment of the God. Krishna says, Tesham aham samudharta mrityu sansara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai aveshit chetasam. Mai aveshit chetasam means those who have connected, then I am always helping them all the time, everywhere, anywhere.
Yes.
So my mission of the explanations of this scripture among the society, and I'm very glad that I have very good results. People come here when they are very suffering, they have a lot of problems, but when I teach them in this way, I'm getting a good result. I think it will continue up to my life. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shastriji, and for the prayer. And Kailasa is honored to be conferring this award upon you. And now we would like to welcome Shri Shyam S. Baira from the United States. Shri Shyam Bairaji is a dynamic, results-oriented leader, entrepreneur, and driven chief executive with more than 30 years of leading industry expertise in founding multiple technology companies in domestic and international marketplaces. And Shri Shyam Baira plays an active role in many nonprofits in the USA and worldwide. He is serving as president, donor trustee, and as active executive board at Arizona's largest 501c3 that unifies Indian American community, the Indo-American Cultural and Religious Foundation, the Ekta Mandir. He organizes multiple community, religious, social, cultural, and fundraiser events successfully year after year, supporting local as well as Indian-based nonprofits serving and bringing together the Indian community. And he is also serving as the president for Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh in Arizona, and as well as the board of director of American Progressive Telugu Association that has tens of thousands of Telugu families as members in the United States. The Shyam Baira also works closely with many nonprofits organizations, giving back to society, and works closely with government agencies as well, including the Indian Consulate, helping address the Indian community needs in Arizona. So Shri Shyam Bairaji, we warmly welcome you and we kindly invite you to please share a few words.
Namaste everyone. My pranam to Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thank you, Ma Vijay Priyaji, for introducing all of us. It's an honor to receive this award. This is the first time I'm learning about Sri Kailasa and how Swami Sri Nithyananda ji is helping Hindu religion to sustain and to continue in this world. We really appreciate and honor to be here, honor to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shri Shyam Bairaji, for your presence here. And we are very warm words upon you for all the good work that you're doing. Thank you so much. So moving to the next award. Kailasa is rooted in the fundamental principles of Advaita or oneness, the idea that all beings can live in peace and harmony, and that all human beings are equal and divine and can reach the highest potential irrespective of color, nationality, religion, gender, race, sex, or etc. So our next award, which is being conferred, is the Kailasa Devi Kamakshi World Peace Award, conferred upon women who, through their work, promote world peace. And now we would like to welcome Miss Jasmine Wairo from New Zealand. Miss Jasmine Wairo is a Maori healer, and she leads a team of traditional Maori and holistic healers, dedicating thousands of voluntary hours healing individuals and families in temporary housing, using traditional Maori healing modalities, including Maori plant medicine, thereby empowering people to take charge of their own wellness. A participant on National Health and Homeless Policy Review Committees, Ms. Wairo is an active advocate for the homeless as well. Ms. Jasmine Wairo, we warmly welcome you, ma'am, and we kindly invite you to please share a few words.
Tēnā tātou e te ao, te mea tuatahi tēnei te mihi ki ngā kaitiaki, nā tūpuna, nā atua hoki. Te mea tuarua ki te ao huri, tēnei te mihi aroha. Gratitude for everything that was, is, and will be. I would like to thank the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda, Paramashivam, for conferring this award. It is an honor to be acknowledged by such divinity. I would like to also acknowledge my soul and kaimahi for our trust, Mauri tau Mauri ora. I humbly accept this award on behalf of all of us. It is our aspiration to bring light into the dark spaces and continue our traditional healing practices as they were handed down to us. We have a saying in Te Ao Māori, e hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engari he toa takitini. Success is not the work of an individual, but the work of many. To all the beautiful souls around the globe doing your best to raise the vibration of this world, I acknowledge you also. The world needs us more than ever. Kia kaha, kia maia, kia manawanui. Mauri ora, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wairo, for the kind words and for all the good work that you're doing for the community and for healing the community. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be conferring this award upon you. And our next award is the Kailasa Mitra Award, conferred upon those who have established a long-lasting friendship with Kailasa.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Yes. So now we would like to confer the Kailasa Mitra Award upon Mr. Julian Zalman from Suriname. Mr. Julian Zalman is the chairman of the Foundation Taka Kwashiku Tata King Senshi, an organization that was founded in 2005 with the main goal of making the spiritual norms and values of the Winti faith steadfast and in eliminating the misconceptions about their faith. He has written 9 books about the Winti faith, and in addition, the organization has marriage officiants, Winti counselors, and Winti clergy recognized by law. And Mr. Julian Zalman, we are very honored to be conferring this award upon you, and we kindly invite you to please share a few words. Okay, so now the final award that is being conferred, and we have great pleasure in conferring this award. It is the Kailasa Bhushan Award, which is conferred upon distinguished individuals for their extraordinary contributions to arts and culture. And today, we are very honored to be conferring the Kailasa Bhushan Award in the highest order, posthumously, to Mr. Richard King from the United States. Mr. Richard King was born in New Jersey and moved to California, where he lived for many years with his wife, Lauren King. Among his career choices, he was the head of a radio station. He started a chain of all-night boutiques and worked as a property developer in Thousand, Florida. King World was started by his father, Charles King, in 1964, and Charles' children inherited the company and they built it into the television industry's dominant distributor of game and talk shows, including Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and The Oprah Winfrey Show. Mr. Richard King was on the board of directors and deeply committed to the Karen Foundation. He was a very philanthropic and dedicated to giving to charities worldwide. Mr. King passed away on December 7th, 2020. Mrs. Lauren King, the wife of Mr. Richard King, is here with us today. Mrs. King, we are very honored, ma'am, to be having you here with us today, and we warmly welcome you. It is a great honor and to have you here once again. And we kindly invite you to please share a few words. Yes, you can please kindly unmute yourself, Ms. Lauren King. Yes, so we'll give it a few moments for Ms. Lauren King to unmute herself. Okay, so while we're waiting for Ms. Lauren King, we'll move to welcoming our esteemed guest of honors who are also present here with us today. And once again, Kailasa congratulates all of our esteemed award recipients and thanks each and every one of you for your sincere hard work towards bringing global peace, harmony, and coexistence as per the vision and mission of Sri Kailasa. And now, let us take a short break. Please stay tuned, and when we return, we'll be welcoming today's guest of honor.
You become Paramashivam.
Nithyanandam. Yes, welcome back, and apologies for the technical glitch. So now we would like to warmly welcome all of our guests of honor who are also present here with us today. And yes, so we have here. Yes, he is Royal Majesty King Francis Kelechi Nwaneri, the Paramount Chief of Africa from South Africa. We warmly welcome you, Your Excellency. It's a great pleasure and honor to be having here with us today. Yes, and we also have here with us Her Royal Highness Princess Palesa Kambule, Princess of the Kingdom of Damini and Africa from South Africa. We warmly welcome you, Your Royal Highness. It's an honor to have you here with us today. And we have also Mrs. Lauren King, renowned interior designer, Lauren King Inc. from the United States. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Mr. Dr. Kwao, Prime Minister Raden Barrow, Nusantara Kingdom from the Republic of Indonesia. We warmly welcome you. Yes, and we also have, next slide, please. Yes, Mr. Ephraim Tunistig, Senior, Deputy Director of Protocol, Office of the Vice President. We warmly welcome you, sir. And next we have yes, next we have, next slide, please. And we also have Mrs. Chanle Hyatsink, the of Education and Human Resources, Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence, the Commonwealth of Dominica. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. His Worshipful Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, Chairman, Mines and Minerals Committee member, Sierra Leone House of Parliament from Sierra Leone. We welcome you, warmly welcome you, sir. We also have here with us today the Honorable Frutoso Tele, Delegate of the National Congress of Palau from the Republic of Palau. Welcome you, sir. And Ms. Sujani Bogolagama, Secretary to National Sports Council of Ministry of Youth and Sports and Managing Director of Janaka Bogolagama and Co. From the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. We also have here with us the Honorable Anatropia Luwehikila Theonest, Member of Parliament of Tanzania from the United Republic of Tanzania. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Mr. Gwebzogar Findlay, the former Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Liberia. We warmly welcome you, sir. We also have here with us Mr. Sibu Nair, the Deputy Director from the United States. We warmly welcome you, Mr. Nair. And we have here with us also the District Commissioner, San Rita Gobardhan, the District Commissioner of Nekiri, the Republic of Suriname. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. We have here with us the Honorable John Mary Sibuwufu, the Minister for Finance and Administration from the Kampala Capital City Authority of the Republic of Uganda. We warmly welcome you, Your Excellency. And we have also here with us Mr. Patrick Balu Wilson, the Chairman of the Prince Valley Community and Chief Parliamentary Research Officer for National Parliament of Solomon Islands from Solomon Islands. We warmly welcome you, sir. Also, the Honorable Marcos Matios, Mayor of Arba Minch City from the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. We warmly welcome you, sir. And the Honorables, the Lord Mayor of the Madia Town Council, the cooperative from the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. We warmly welcome you, sir. We also have here with us the Honorable Yuba Jawara, Deputy Mayor of the Basse Area Council from the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. And also the Honorable Ibrima Danso, the Councillor of the Sare Ngai Ward, the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. The Honorable Ibrima Fatu Sissoko, Councillor of the Kulari Ward from the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. And we have here with us the Honorable Mahmoud Mohamed Musa, Lord Mayor of Zanzibar City from Zanzibar. We warmly welcome you, sir. And also we have here Mr. Mamadou Shambu, Chief Executive Officer of the Contour Area Council, the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. The Honorable Danio Zatko of the Municipality of Piran from Slovenia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Francis Flores, Administrator of Dengriga Town from Belize. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Charles Magumba, Town Clerk, Entebbe Municipality from the Republic of Uganda. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Moses Otimong, Town Clerk, Fort Portal Municipality from the Republic of Uganda. We warmly welcome you, sir. The Honorable Saini Kanute, Councillor of the Basse Town from the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Billy Brown, Secretary General of Lake Victoria Region Local Authorities, Corporation of Tanzania, from the United Republic of Tanzania. We warmly welcome you, sir. And also we have here with us today Mr. Kedir Aliye, the Head of Domestic and International Relations from the Dia Dawa Council, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Pa Madugai, the Secretary of the Sangjal Ward Kantu Council from the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. And the Honorable Idrissa Sise, Councillor of the Chamin Ward, the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Charlie William, President of People Movement for Change, the independent state of Papua New Guinea. We warmly welcome you, sir. Dr. Sulendra Bandari, constitutional lawyer from the Law Associates Nepal, from Kathmandu, Nepal. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Kalule Mukasa, partner, Prane Advocates, the Republic of Uganda. We warmly welcome you, sir. Reverend Festus Logan, Executive Director of the Liberian Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission from the Republic of Liberia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Hamidou Ja, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ja Oil Co. from the Republic of the Gambia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Dr. Ugoji A. Esquire, the CEO and President of Renew Our Earth from the United Kingdom. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Ashok Desai, CEO, Desai Diversified Investment, Santa Ana, California, from the United States. We will warmly welcome you, sir. Ms. Lakshmi Pilaramari, founder of the Redlands Hindu Mandir, Redlands, California, United States. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Mr. Amrit Bandari, President of Gopio from Irvine, California, United States. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Harish Shah, President of the Federation of Jain Associations in North America, Delaware, United States. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Joseph B. Knight, President of Foethin from the United States. We warmly welcome you, sir. Ms. Linda Schroeder, President of the Board Peace Pantry, Cedar Hill, Missouri, from the United States. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Ms. Catherine Cronin, Head of Outreach at the New Jersey Small Business Development Center, Ramapo College, United States. We warmly welcome you, ma'am. Shri Saurabh Srivastava, Co-founder, Counselor of Hindu Tradition from the United States. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Richard Van Hoft, Ireland and Australia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Ambassador Dr. Roger Guevara Mena, Professor and Attorney Roger Guevara Mena and Associates. We warmly welcome you, sir, from Nicaragua. We want Ms. Designer Ursa Drufenik Couture from, we warmly welcome you, ma'am. Mr. Alexander Kamenik, President and founder of Nova Slovenia from Slovenia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Damijan Janzekovic, best-selling author and TEDx speaker from Slovenia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Mr. Ashok Kandia, lawyer and secretary to Hindu Association from Malaysia. We warmly welcome you, sir. Yes. And now we would like to again welcome Dr. Kurukal. He's here with us now. And Dr. Kurukal, we've conferred the open award you, and we please kindly invite you to please share a few words. You can unmute yourself. Yes, Dr. Kurukal, you can unmute yourself, please. Yes, go ahead. You can unmute yourself, Dr. Kurukalji. Okay, so while Dr. Kurukalji is getting ready, we do have here also now with us Miss Lauren King. And Miss Lauren King, it's a great honor to confer the Kailasa Bhushan Award upon Mr. Richard King. And thank you so much for your presence here, for accepting this award on his behalf. And we kindly invite you to please share a few words. Yes, you're muted, Miss Lauren King. If you can please unmute.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
I'm very happy to be here. I love Swami Nithyananda. He's given my family blessings. At one time, he helped kill my husband, and that was a major blessing. And I really am just very touched that he would give this award to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lauren King, for the kind words, and for the good work that you're doing, and for the good work that Mr. Richard King did, and it's a great honor and pleasure to be conferring this award upon Mr. Richard King, and also to have you here with us today. And I do want to mention that the Kailasa Bhushan Award in the highest order has been conferred upon Mr. Richard King in the 64 arts category. So it's a really great honor and pleasure to be conferring this award upon Mr. Richard King. Thank you so much for your presence here and for accepting the award upon him.
Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, so now we would like to welcome a few words. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, வணக்கம்.
Vanakkam, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. நாங்க டொரண்டோ நித்யானந்தா ஆசிரமத்தில் இருக்கிறோம். மேன்மைகள் சைவ நீதியும் தேமதுர தமிழும் தலைத்துவங்க வகை செய்கின்ற சுவாமிஜி அவர்களுடைய பிளஸிங் எங்களுக்கு இன்று கிடைத்திருப்பது மிகவும் ஒரு வரப்பிரசாதம். சுவாமிஜி ஆற்றி வருகின்ற தமிழுக்கும் சைவத்தும் தலைத்துவங்க அவர் ஆற்றுகின்ற பணியோடு நாங்களும் இணைந்து டொரண்டோவில் உள்ள நித்யானந்த சுவாமிஜியினுடைய ஆசிரமத்தின் ஊடாக கனடாவில் தமிழும் சைவமும் தலைத்தோங்குவதற்கான நல்ல பணிகளிலே இணைந்து பணியாற்றுவது நமக்கு ஒரு மிகவும் பெருமைக்குரிய விடயம். சுவாமிஜியினுடைய நல்ல பணிகள் தொடர வேண்டும் என்று எல்லாம் வல்ல வரசித்தி விநாயகர் திருவருளை பணிந்து பிரார்த்தித்து வாழ்த்துகிறோம். நன்றி.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Kurukalji, for the good work that you're doing for preserving Hinduism, promoting Hinduism, and for spreading Hinduism to the youth as well. And it's a great honor to be conferring this award upon you. And thank you so much for your presence here today. And now we come to the conclusion of the Om Award ceremony, and we'll be welcoming the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very shortly for the presidential address. So while we are getting ready to welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the much awaited portion of this celebration, we would like to share a few words about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa. So now let us learn more a little bit about the grand narrative of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was born on January 3rd, 1978 in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai, India. In July 17, 1981, at the age of 3, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bala Sannyas, which is a child saint, by enlightened beings, masters, and his predecessors through a ritualistic ceremony. And through the science of identifying incarnations, the SPH was identified as an incarnation by enlightened beings and masters such as Yogiraj, Yogananda Puri, Vidwan Panduranagar, and the 230th Guru Mahasanidhanam or Pontiff of the Tandalai Mandala Adinam of Kanchi Mat. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated at just the age of 16 to revive the Kailasa, the Hindu civilizational nation, which is today the first sovereign nation for Hinduism. So this photograph, as you can see here, is of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and it was organized to be taken by his Vedanta guru, Mata Vibhutananda Puri. And you can see here, there's a conch and a Kathmandu, which is a water pot, to the left of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and a wooden shaft to his right, all of which were given by her as the traditional items that are handed over along with the official induction as successor into the lineage. So during the initiation, a few traditional items were given to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as per the coronation. The staff that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is holding is one of the items which is given to aid in the spiritual wandering lifestyle, useful for various purposes. And in the next two slides, you can see, you will be seeing the timeline of coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the king of the various ancient Hindu kingdoms. So here, as you can see, in 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam, Pontiff of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanyapeetham, Tondai Mandala Adinam, which is the oldest monastic university. In 1991, he founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa globally. And at the end of 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 203rd incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam of the Surya Vamsa lineage. And this is the kingdom where Lord Rama himself has taken birth into. And yes, so later in 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamalapita Sarvanapeetham, which is the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. And in the following year, in 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandareshwar of, which is the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhara, the largest apex monastic order, making him the youngest Mahamandareshwar. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as Acharya Mahamandareshwar of Atal Akhara, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism. And it is also in 2000, his Divine Holiness was coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders through a grand 3-day ritualistic celebration known as the Atirudra Mahayagna. And in 2018, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism officially established the United States of Kailasa, as we all know it today. So going to the next slide, here you can see, let's just take a glimpse into the early work of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And as you can see here on the left, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was still very young, the temple monastery complex of his guru, Mataji Vibhutananda Puri, in Tiruvannamalai was built brick by brick by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. His gurus guided him and he just followed. And at just the age of 23 in 2001, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the first Kailasa temple monastery in Tiruchengold. And just a year later, he established the headquarters of Kailasa, the Adi Kailasa Sarvanyapeetham in South India. And throughout the years, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has conducted mass living enlightenment initiation conventions, taking thousands and thousands of people through powerful cleansing processes of our 7 energy bodies. And here you can also see how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was welcomed by mayors, mayors offered him proclamations for the work that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did in their community. Yes, and again here we can see more examples where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted mass living enlightenment conventions, again initiating thousands and thousands of people in all over the world. And here you can see also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted mass initiations, enlightenment initiations in Kumbh Mela, Nasik in 2015, where world leaders, gathered to also receive the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, world spiritual leaders as well. Yes, and here we can see again, even other faith leaders came and received the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism when he conducted these mass initiations, mass conventions to initiate people into the science of living enlightenment. So the hard work of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism culminated into the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations initiatives and the revival of Sri Kailasa. And one such example of the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nation is the No Hungry Home project, which is offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for nutritious food and hunger-free world. And till date, Kailasa, with the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has served over 1 billion free meals globally. And now we can see here Kailasa's protective and COVID care centers, which are offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for affordable and holistic healthcare. So during the pandemic, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism converted his monasteries into multi-layered quarantine facility centers where people from all walks of life could come and receive, could quarantine themselves and receive care for free, so that they could protect themselves from the COVID-19. Until date, there has been 0 incidents of COVID-19 cases in these multi-layer quarantine facilities. And yes, so the next Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations is the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Education, Reform and Development. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university with more than 20 million enrollments and more than 10,000 free courses being offered. And the Nithyananda Hindu University also has extended campuses in more than 160 countries. So the Jnana Laya, the Nithyananda Jnana Laya and Hindupedia is offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for the protection of Hindu scriptures. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the Nithyananda Jnana, Hindu Jnana Laya to collect and preserve the 1 million Hindu scriptures while ensuring that the knowledge is made accessible and shared free of cost to all. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also authored more than 10,000 books, and he has also published more than 10,000 articles and given more than 10,000 hours of free discourses with more than 1 billion views. And moving to the next slide, we can see the Minutes for Peace meditation offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Global Peace and Religious Harmony. So in 2014, this initiative was started by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and in 2012, and just 2 years after the launch of the program, it crossed over 1 billion minutes of peace. And till date, more than 4.3 billion minutes in meditation have been recorded. So yes, so Confluences for World Peace was also is also offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Global Peace and Religious Harmony. And here you can see that in 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism hosted the Kumbh Mela in USA, in Los Angeles. And this was the first Kumbh Mela to be hosted outside of India. And here you can see also how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has organized in 2009 a month-long peace walk covering 1,000 kilometers and 100 villages to bring together in harmony people from all walks of life. Yes, here we can see the women empowerment programs being offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for feminine empowerment and gender equality. And here we have various programs being offered by this Sri Kailasa Uniting Nation initiatives for women to empower women and make them independent. And in Sri Kailasa, the leadership positions are held by more than 80% of leadership positions are held by women. And we also have the Nithyananda Yoga offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for yoga. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived more than 108 scientifically validated kriyas, which are offered all for free, and various yoga teacher training is being offered. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also revived the ancient traditional forms of yoga, which is the Kundalini Rajju Yoga, rope yoga, and the Shivastambha Yoga, the pole yoga. Yes, and also very honored to be announcing the latest accomplishments of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And a few records were set by Kailasa and by the India Book of Records and Asia Book of Records, conferred upon the certificates for the maximum number of asanas performed in 108 minutes by a group, and as well as which is the 508 asanas performed in just 108 minutes by a group, and also the longest held Padmasana held by a group in just in 3 hours and 10 minutes. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also been conferred the Asia Book of Records and India Book of Records for the maximum number of public discourse hours, which is 58, more than 58 hours of discourses, and as well as for the longest uninterrupted chanting of the Rudram, and for maximum number of verses chanted in just 1 hour, 999 verses, and for the maximum number of Brahmotsavam in just 1 year, and as well as for the maximum number of songs dedicated to one person alive, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. There are 530 songs dedicated to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and as well as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has published single-handedly 1,123 books, and the Asia Book of Records have been conferred to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in this category as well. So now we are ready to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and for the presidential address. So now let us be in the space of perpetual completion. Let us be ready to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who will be gracing us for the presidential address.